is a very pale rose quartz. Look how much quartz is in that, it's absolutely stunning. This is palest pink. Some of it's almost translucent. I also have this beauty. This is made from really chunky gemstone chips with various shades representing the chakras. These are antler. Great for anybody who is into LARP, live action role play, or medieval costume, Viking, Anglo-Saxon, that sort of thing. Those stripes on it remind me of a planet, maybe Jupiter. So when you've done your work, you can re-energize, cleanse and recharge on the plate. In my Etsy shop I have this beauty. Now these are real, these are freshwater pearls. They're large ones, about 12 millimeters. They've got a really nice Indian silver clasp on. Grand day rising everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Now recently one of my subscribers at Travel with Taz asked me if I would show some of my gemstone jewellery. This was following my last video on new to me, and I said I would. And I thought about things were in the run up towards Christmas, and we could all do with making a few more pennies. Things are not exactly great for anybody right now. It's a difficult climate, especially for artisan and other small businesses. So I decided I would do a cyber week. Now I have my own website and web store, which is catevans.com, and I also have an Etsy shop, Catherine Evans Design. Etsy did invite me to participate in their cyber week, though I thought I would do one for my own website as well. So here we go. The first one I'm going to talk a little about is my own website, catevans.com. Now I'm going to run my cyber week for my own website from Saturday the 22nd of November to Tuesday the 2nd of December, and the code will be cyber25, so be sure to mark that event in your calendars. I'll show you a few things I have for sale in my online shop on my website. This is a very pale rose quartz. Look how much quartz is in that, it's absolutely stunning. This is palest pink. Some of it's almost translucent, and it has this cute toggle clasp. Now my wrist size is about 6 3/4 inches, and that would fit really nicely. With a toggle clasp you need a little bit of wriggle room, but I'd say if you've got a wrist that's maybe about 7 inches maximum, then that would fit. That's absolutely stunning. I sold the necklace at the Ramsgate Handmade Fair in September. It's absolutely beautiful. This would make such a beautiful gift for somebody for under £10. I also have this beauty. This is made from really chunky gemstone chips with various shades representing the chakras. Again, I think it's really beautiful. This one has an antique bronze finish. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. Again, so pretty. It would make a gorgeous stocking filler for somebody, again under £10. And if you don't have a lot of money, then this might fit the bill for somebody special. I think it's gorgeous. Look at that. The next thing I have is this really stunning necklace. This is agate and it's finished with a pendant. It has an extension chain. Again, really beautiful. It's got a hook clasp, goes through like that. That would fit up to maybe 18 inches, so it will hang about there, or a little lower if you have a smaller neck than I. Again, absolutely stunning. With discount, that would be well under £20. If you've got a little bit more money, that would make a really special gift for someone. I also do quite a lot of unisex jewellery. So for example, I have various pendants, like the one I've just shown you on cord. And I have this. I've got several of these. These are antler. That's really nice for a man or even a woman. Great for anybody who is into LARP, live action role play, or medieval costume, Viking, Anglo-Saxon, that sort of thing. Again, very unusual and under £10 in the sale. I'm going to show you a couple of non-jewellery items now as well. So I make these to order. Sometimes they're in stock. These are oyster shell candles. They are made from olive wax. They're eco-friendly, organic olive wax, and they're scented with cruelty-free oils. This one is a lavender and chamomile. It's just softly scented, and they're really nice as part of a centerpiece on your table. You've got the little cotton wick there, look. And the other thing I want to show you is my food wraps. These are beeswax food wraps. They have a little bit of coconut oil in and a little bit of jojoba. That's to help soften them a little, and it also produces antibacterial qualities as well. This is a smaller size. I do up to a 18 by 18 bread wrap. This small one is ideal for small amounts of food and snacks, such as a spring roll, maybe a little bit of bread or cheese, or maybe a little bit of fruit, or to cover a small bowl. You can use the bread wraps not just for bread, you can also use them to cover larger bowls and a decent amount of sandwiches. And each comes with instructions on how to care for it. Make sure that you don't put it in the microwave, that you use only warm soapy water. If you hand wash it, you can just leave it out on the dish rack to dry, and please don't put it near pineapple or kiwi fruit, because those fruits contain an enzyme that will bring the wax off. These will last up to about a year, and they can then be re-waxed. If you need to refresh them, which you might after a few uses and washes, just iron it between layers of greaseproof paper on a number 2 setting. That will be warm enough. Lastly, I'd like to show you this lovely big lump of agate. This is a tea light holder. Agate, of course, is a good grounding stone, but the blue is also good for calming and communication. So if you're wanting to feel calm, you could light a tea light and put it in here, use it as a centerpiece. You can use it for meditation, contemplation. You can use it to think about an important message perhaps that you need to convey to somebody. If you were, say, into public speaking, you could meditate with this as well. And it makes a fabulous table centerpiece or for your altar if you have one. I think that's stunning. Look at all the different shades of blue in that. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, it would make a good main gift for somebody. Now, I do charge postage on my own website. That's the way the website is set up, but I charge the minimum. Anything over £20 usually goes second class, signed for, or by a reputable courier. So my promotion on Etsy is running from Monday the 24th of November to Tuesday the 2nd of December, and prices are automatically reduced. Etsy does that for you, so you will see a lower price next to the original price, and that's the price you will pay including your postage and packing. The first thing I would like to show you is this beautiful onyx wand. Isn't that stunning? With discount, this would be less than £10, and it makes a nice small gift for somebody who is spiritually inclined. Those stripes on it remind me of a planet, maybe Jupiter or Saturn. Very beautiful, and it's good for grounding and protection. And I'm not sure which of my sites has this on. It might be catevans.com, I can't quite remember, but this is selenite. It's a charging plate, so when you've done your work you can re-energize, cleanse and recharge on the plate. Selenite is named after the moon goddess Selena. It's very special, and again that would be under £10 in the sale. And then I have this dendritic Tanzanian yellow opal, which again is very beautiful. The yellow is so cheerful. A really nice shade to have for the solar plexus, which is the centre of our physical, mental, emotional and spiritual well-being. So it's very important that we take care of that chakra, because it can affect any area of the body if left unbalanced. In my Etsy shop I have this beauty. Now these are real, these are freshwater pearls. They're large ones, about 12 millimeters. They've got a really nice Indian silver clasp on. It's very beautiful. Again, a nice fit for the slightly larger wrist. This will easily fit my wrist. This size of freshwater pearls is very expensive. Normally this one comes in around £25, but obviously with 25% off in the Black Friday sale, it will be under £20. And again, it makes a nice special gift for somebody special. Also in my Etsy shop I have this beauty. This is coral. Again, red coral is very expensive now. I think that is very lovely as well. I also have this beauty. This is the Egyptian goddess Isis, and these are pale amethyst beads. Amethyst is so great for the crown and the third eye chakras. She's very beautiful. She's about 16 inches long, so on me she's like a choker. If you've got a smaller neck it'll sit down about here probably. I do think that's beautiful. I'd also like to show you this lovely sunstone necklace. I'm surprised that this hasn't sold because it's so pretty. It's got the antique effect clasp. It's very, very pretty, and it's perfect for the solar plexus again. It's so nice against the skin. It's lovely. Again, in the sale it makes an affordable item for somebody special that doesn't cost the earth. And lastly, I would like to show you a couple of other items. I make a lot of textile items. I have all manner of things on both sites, and particularly on Etsy I do have quite a few textile items. This, for example, is a rather lovely kit, shoe or hobby bag. It's got a drawstring and you just pull it shut. You can fit quite a lot of things in here. I have a variety of fabric patterns and types. I've got aprons, I've got tote bags, I've got tray cloths. I like the little bit of vintage, and I find a tray cloth keeps everything on your tray without it sliding about, and it looks so pretty. It's very practical as well. I also make drawstring wash bags, both for males and females. And then lastly, one of my candle varieties. This one is a white beeswax candle. Smells really nice. This one is orange and lavender, so this one has real lavender flowers in it. All the oils I use are cruelty free. So all my candles are suitable for vegetarians or vegans. I make quite a few soya wax and candelilla type candles which are suitable for vegans. I also have some really lovely beeswax dinner candles in both yellow beeswax and white beeswax, and white beeswax costs even more for the raw material than yellow, but I don't charge any more for it. I charge a blanket charge for both types of wax, but these make a lovely small gift. And again, if you get a pack of these work out at less than £10, but often the candles do incur a postage cost. That is the one thing in my Etsy shop that is different from the other products. I do charge postage on the made to order candles. I am doing the Ramsgate Handmade Fair at the end of November, so it might be best, if you want to order anything from me, to do so before the 30th of November. I will be delisting some items from each site before the event, just in case they sell. Of course, if any don't, then they will be relisted and available to buy again. I would also say that if you would like to order candles, then it's certainly worthwhile ordering earlier rather than later to give me the opportunity to make them and dispatch them to you in good time for Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed looking at the few of the lovelies that I have, and I look forward to serving you during my cyber sales. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment. What do you think about the things I've shown you? I also do greetings cards as well. They're on both sites. So there's lots of things to choose from, lots of price ranges. Please share this video with anybody who might be interested in purchasing from me. I always, as standard, offer a 10% voucher off the next purchase. Please subscribe if you like what I do, and I will see you again soon for another one. Until then, bye for now.